Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Buckeye Politics. It's me, your favorite Ohio. So today we have a very critical update in the Ohio Senate race, and that is the fact that Donald Trump announced he is holding a rally in Delaware, Ohio, which is a suburb north of Columbus in Delaware County. Like I said, suburb north of Columbus. Trump is holding a rally there on April 23rd, where he is more likely than not going to make an endorsement. And based on what we've seen, several sources very close to Trump have confirmed that he is planning on endorsing J.D. Vance at this rally. Um, this is great news, honestly. If Trump actually does this, I completely forgive him for his out endorsement of Mo Brooks. This is actually really based what we're seeing right now. I'm very happy to see that Trump's finally, finally seeing what's going on here in Ohio. So as we can see, several people have said that former President Trump is planning to endorse J.D. Vance in Ohio's crowded GOP Senate primary. Three sources with very close knowledge of his decision. In recent days, Trump has actually been talking with donors and as well as advisors to get their opinions on endorsing the Hillbilly Elegy offer, but he held off under intense pressure because of Josh Mandel and Jane Timken, both of whom are very close to Trump, especially Timken, her like being connected with the Republican Party. She probably has very close connections to Trump, and Mandel being Mandel, you know that they all have very close connection to Trump that are doing everything they can to fight back. But um, we even have Jim Jordan trying to dissuade Trump on behalf of Mandel. So we have a lot of people pushing back against this endorsement. So this is probably not set in stone, but it is looking good for now. So the May 3rd primary is obviously a winner take all, as with most of the northern states. It's really only the South that does the 50% thing, which I think is kind of stupid. But anyway, a source that is close to Mandel's campaign has acknowledged today that Trump's press shop has written up an endorsement. So Trump has the entire thing ready to go. They are ready to put it out there to endorse Vance. But Mandel's campaign has actually put up a last-minute obstacle, which is an internal poll conducted by the Mandel campaign. That basically shows Vance getting shelled. And so let's look at this poll because I did decide to pull the poll. So here is the poll. We're gonna go down. We look at this. So let's go on it right now. We're going to Twitter. All right, my bad. We could have just looked at there, but this works. So let's look at this here. So this poll put up by the Mandel campaign. Basically, what happened is like we just read. Josh Mandel and his campaign had heard, based on their internals with Trump, that he was going to endorse Vance, and so they threw up this bullshit poll. It took them like 2 days to conduct. This is probably literally it took them 1 day to conduct this, April 11th through April 12th. 884 likely voters. So this is also a very poorly conducted poll. And it's also a Mandel internal. It was basically put up as a last line of defense against Trump's endorsement of Vance. So looking at this, as you can see, it was done by Remington Research Group, and so it basically just says that J.D. Vance will still lose even with President Trump's endorsement. J.D. Vance is widely known by Republican primary voters for his never Trump comments and his calling of Trump supporters racists. Since he's already known to Ohioans as a self-proclaimed never Trumper, and voters will forcefully be reminded of that. Vance will still lose even if with President Trump's endorsement, which is absolutely not true. So let's see. If Trump endorses Mandel, Josh Mandel, 33%, Matt Dolan, 15%, Mike Gibbons, 15%, Jane Timken, 9%, J.D. Vance, 9%. Bro, I'm sorry. You cannot tell me this is real. Come on. Like I know Mandel's got to be desperate, but there is absolutely no way that Matt Dolan comes in second place in this primary. Like with the Trump endorsement, I could maybe see Mandel getting close to 30% of the vote, but there's absolutely no way that Matt Dolan's in second. There's no way Gibbons is in third. There's no way Timken's even close to being at 9%. There's no way Vance is in last. Is all I'm saying. This poll was poorly conducted, and you can see the results. There is absolutely no way Matt Dolan beats Mike Gibbons. Mike Gibbons has spent $11 million on his campaign. He's worked his ass off. And while I may not be a big fan of him, he's definitely going to be a contender for the nomination. There's no way Matt Dolan, the never Trumper, beats Mike Gibbons. And there's no way Vance is in last. He's seen a massive surge in the polls, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh, Trump's gonna endorse him. And then we saw the poll put out by Timken about a week ago, and now we see this one that showed Vance basically in last place. So this is just a cope, really. So if Trump endorses Vance, here we have Vance getting up to 15%, Gibbons at 15%, Matt Dolan's still at 15%. There's no way. Why would Timken be at 11%? What is this? What is this bullshit? Timken at 11%, Matt Dolan at 15%, Mandel at 19%. This is just honestly just funny. So this is if Trump does make an endorsement. Let's look at if there's no endorsement. So it's based on right now if nobody endorses. We have Josh Mandel at 23%, Mike Gibbons at 17%, and Matt Dolan at 15%. Oh my God, I'm sorry, but there is no way Matt Dolan's at 15%. There's no way that a never Trumper is basically in second or third place in a Republican primary in the state of Ohio. That is just sorry, that's not happening. And Matt Dolan, and there's no way Timken with her campaign with her. I'm a mom. There's absolutely no one I've talked to is voting for Timken or Dolan. I've talked to a lot of people, and nobody likes Timken or Dolan. There's no way that they're beating JD Vance. I mean, this is just a poorly conducted poll based on the way they did it, and the results are just absolutely awful based on what I've seen on the ground. These polls are horrible, and they are literally just being put up to tell Trump to stop it. They're basically saying stop. Talk about endorsing Vance, endorse Mandel or Timken, which honestly is just a reflection of their campaign. Timken and Mandel are clearly not America first if they're willing to play the career politician path of, oh, my polls, and oh, look at this. If they are really like America first, they would care more about the movement than getting the endorsement of Trump and trying to get elected to the Senate. So I'm sorry, but Mandel and Timken, the two campaigns that are really pushing this stuff, they're not America first. They're not good. They're not good conservative campaigns, and they only care about themselves. Because honestly, if they cared about the movement like they said they did, they would be like, you know what, Trump made his decision, we'll be okay with that. They would not fight tooth and nail to try to hold their very narrow lead and keep Trump from endorsing JD Vance. So with that, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to vote in the May 3rd primary if you do live in Ohio for JD Vance. Hope you guys have a great day, and be sure to like and subscribe for more.